Okay, so she got buffed, and holy shit, is her like buff actually really, really good. It turns a almost useless skill. I'm talking a skill that maybe you get off once a fight, period, regardless of any kind of stuff. And like sometimes you'll still mess it up. Or you just overheal so much that like you didn't even need this thing. Let us get started on this overnight changing servant. I think there was a joke in there, but I'm not getting it. All right, Irisviel. This is a version of Irisviel. It's like she shows up in the Excel 0 story, so it was like a retelling of Fate 0, but showing that even if you go back in time, or go back in time, aka a singularity based on time travel in a different dimension. Oh my god, Grand Order is like giving me a headache on this one. Like this servant will actually give you a headache trying to like think how this actually fits. But yeah, this is Irisviel from a different timeline. Simple as that. But she pretty much acts like Irisviel from Prisma Ilya and is basically raising Ilya, Miyu, and Chloe as their mother, with Emiya being the daddy, Assassin Emiya. I hope everyone knows I was talking about Assassin Emiya. This is okay. Moving on. Base attack. You don't care. This is not an offensive unit. Usually I'd be talking shit about this since she has the same attack as Sieg. No, she's not an offensive unit. This is the only stat you care about. HP. It is high for a 4-star. It is it the highest in the game? No, that is her level 120 is like equal to Jinako at like level 90 or 100. So she is nowhere close to being like the tankiest servant in the game. Star gen, star weight, normal caster numbers, and I like this familiar because I literally just finished talking about C, even though this video should be coming out a couple days after. NB charge 0.42%. Yeah, honestly, like it is what it is. She has triple arts. You can't expect they're gonna give her like a 0.5, 0.6 without making her hits really bad, or like only 2, like Merlin. Like again, not bad, but he has the gain to compensate for that. Is like the gain difference is 30% from taking off a hit from these arts cards. That to me ain't worth it. Not right now. Not when like crits and everything. It counts. You're not brave chaining with Irisviel. If you're brave chaining with Irisviel, something very, very bad would happen. Like seriously wrong. We're on to the skills. This is the skill that got buffed. Sacrificial Resolve A. Increases on healing power for 1 turn, 50%. That is so weak. On a 7-turn cooldown. What the actual fuck were they thinking? Like, I don't remember playing I didn't play year 1 FGO. Or at least I'm 99.99% sure. Because like that time period, 2014, is a fucking blur for me at this point. This is not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination. Like this effect is an after effect on all other units. No other unit has this as the only effect. They buffed it, and the rank goes from A to E, but the name of this skill is Cup of Heaven. I'm sure you can like assume what that actually is talking about. So for me, this skill is just Irisviel like smothering someone in her chest. And I don't think the game is gonna be able to tell me that any other way. For me, that's the only way I'm ever gonna view this skill. Like Irisviel hugging Ilya to her chest. Mother's love. That's how I want to view it. If you view it any other way, Yeah, this is an Odojin. So, and we see here the difference. They did not change the cooldown, but they doubled the value of the effect and made it 3 turns. Thank fucking God. Thank God. Now this skill actually isn't gonna screw you over if you're not MPing the turn. Oh my God, like if you did not have skill 3 or your MP up, this skill was useless. She might just die before you even get it off. Speaking of that, they gave her a 50% battery and then AoE 30% battery to the party, except herself, but she doesn't have a damaging MP, so who cares? This is how you really buff a stupid skill. Holy shit. This is you can't even call this the same skill. In a way, the value of this part of the skill alone went up by 6x6. They doubled the effect and then tripled the duration. They gave a 50% battery and MP damage. This is what a 7-turn skill looks like. Not this. I'm really happy I never had the original version, because I probably would have just shoved her in an archive and never looked at her ever again. So thank God they made this skill actually good. Now now Asclepius is not just a straight up upgrade from Irisviel. Now because Asclepius has problems getting to his MP, and he can't put the guts on himself. So now Irisviel is actually for a 4-star version of Asclepius in terms of support, not looping. Oh my God. Second skill, Child of Nature. I believe Miyu has this skill too. No, she has Child of God. Miyu has Child of God. But invoke for 1 turn, very important for his support like this. And MP gen 30%. Again, this is very important for her because she wants to be doing arch chains like crazy. Her having this means she gets to keep doing arch chains like crazy. Third skill, it's a simple healing skill on a 5-turn. At 3k, I don't know, we've seen targeted heals that are 2k at 4 turns, and they usually have another effect on them. I'm thinking here, I think his heal was I don't know, this is fine. I don't think this needs to be buffed, but is a little weak. If they want to slap something else on with the targeted heal, sure, but it's not something that needs to, especially with this up or other version up. It's significantly better, especially if she pops it on herself, because if she pops this on herself, this is a 6k heal. Half her HP off a single skill heal. It's more than what Kiara does. And I say that because Kiara HP pool is so big at that point that her heal does half her health from her MP, and it's kind of spam. This is a skill that if you're pairing her with Tamamo, first off, you have way too much healing. You have so much healing if you're pairing Irisviel and Tamamo at the same time. Usually you'd be putting Castoria and not, but I mean having 100% uptime on this. Irisviel hilariously possibly being able to double stack. Oh no, that's never gonna happen. You're never gonna be able to double stack it. That's why they didn't change the cooldown. Yeah, not without Allison. That is a lot of work to try to double stack. But yeah, this skill good. This skill good. If they buff it, cool. I'm not expecting it, especially after they just buffed her worst skill completely. Probably one of the worst skills in the game. Arts up 8%. Good. Triple arts, always very nice to see. Goddess essence, divinity, basically divinity with debuff resistance, 20%. Good. Get mana loading. This isn't even a question. If you get these two, you are a fool. I understand why she has this, but And I know she's a welfare, but if you level these two up before you level the append, you are a fool. Straight up. No contest. You are a fool. Why would you level extra attack on a unit that should never be extra attacking? Why would you get extra attack, extra damage against an Avenger for a servant that should never be attacking? Never seriously be attacking. This is fine for extra chip damage. Again, if you have the coins, go for it. It's not like you'll never have the coins, but her MP, 3k heal to the entire party. A little weak, I'm not gonna lie, but with her, this is still another 6k heal. It's still another 6k heal. Based on overcharge, you get guts for the entire party, including herself. So she is, if you are able to solo with her, it actually is stupidly hard for her to actually die if she is solo. The reason being that if a guts procs, turns over if there are no other enemies. So if Irisviel is actually able to fully refund her MP consistently, and like the enemy does not have like guts removal or like full on buff removal, and it's like a one-on-one, no, even if you're fighting multiple opponents, I think that if you are actually able to fully loop it and Irisviel is by herself, she is very hard to kill. Because even if her guts procs, she's just gonna heal up so much that it gives her time. If the guts doesn't pop, you have another turn for it. There is a loop for this servant that is made better by getting this skill buff. I do think she's like actually usable now as an anchor and just a challenge quest unit to bring if you need guts. With Asclepius not being able to guts himself, there is a limit to how much he can do. And Irisviel just does that role now better, that she has a 50% battery. He needs 30 and Cast Story gives 30 AoE. Master level, these are very common because she came out in year 1. Again, these are not the worst I've ever seen, honestly. Like I don't like these, but this is biased on NA because Summer Kama and Summer Okitan need so goddamn much of these, and I'm in pain. And Bonsi, as if she didn't need even more healing received. And this is for the party, all of it by 30%. If you, yeah, no, this is actually a CE you would use on her. Very, very much so. Because now, like, all of your healing is just better on everyone. It's basically all your healing that you give is like a third more. So if you heal 3,000, you heal for 4,000 now for pretty much everyone. It's not exact, but it's all, and that's off by a couple percentages. But that pretty much is what it is. Her whole issue before was how bad this skill was and that she had no way to consistently get back to her MP. Her having a battery, even if it's on a 7 turn, dramatically changes the value of this servant. This 100% is a servant you should get from evocation, but it is not a servant you should feel you have to fully level right now. First skill is probably the most important. Get all these up to 6 and then go from there. The fact that she has a battery like this is way, way better than she has been for, I think, 6-7 years now. 111, is this before or after Summer 1? I don't even remember. But if it, like, this is early in the game. And she has been in a state of disrepair pretty much since she came out. She might have been good when she came out. I don't even know. Alright, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.